Welcome to Mythic Hidden Chronicles.
Today, we take you on a journey back to a time when empires clashed, faiths collided, and destinies were forged in fire and blood. The Byzantines and the Arabs fought not only for land but for survival, power, and belief. Prepare to witness stories of betrayal, heroism, and resilience, where every decision shaped the course of history. Settle in and let yourself be transported to a world where every heartbeat echoed with the fate of nations. In a time when empires clashed and faith fueled the ambitions of rulers, the Byzantine-Arab wars raged across the shifting frontiers of the Near East. Between 634 and 1180, generations witnessed a relentless struggle, an epic saga where strategy, belief, and resilience determined the fate of civilizations. The burning sun bore down upon the vast deserts and fertile lands alike. In the heart of this conflict stood the Byzantine Empire, clinging to its traditions, seeking to maintain its influence over lands that had been part of its domain for centuries. Facing them was the rising power of the Arab caliphates, driven by faith, unity, and the promise of a new era. The scent of dust and sweat filled the air as armies marched across harsh terrains. The clash of steel echoed across valleys. In the early days, the Battle of Yarmouk loomed large, a confrontation where fate seemed uncertain. The Byzantines, with their well-drilled legions and heavily armored cavalry, believed that victory was within their grasp. But the Arab forces, led by Khalid ibn al-Walid, the Sword of Allah, moved with speed, precision, and conviction. As dawn broke over Yarmouk, the Arab warriors stood resolute. The Byzantines launched relentless assaults, their banners billowing in the desert wind. But the Arabs held firm. The ground trembled with the thunder of hooves and the cries of warriors. The battle raged for 6 days, each moment steeped in tension and uncertainty. When the final clash subsided, the Byzantines had been decisively defeated. It was a turning point, the beginning of a shift in power that would echo for centuries. But the war was far from over. The Byzantines regrouped, fortifying their strongholds, while the Arab armies advanced. The siege of Constantinople would test the mettle of both empires. The mighty walls of the Byzantine capital stood tall and unbroken, while the Arab fleets braved the treacherous waters of the Bosporus. For years, the siege dragged on. Supplies dwindled, hope flickered, but the resolve of the defenders remained unbroken. When harsh winters struck, bringing hunger and disease, it seemed that the Arab forces might prevail. But Byzantine ingenuity, including the fearsome Greek fire, a liquid flame that devoured ships and men alike, turned the tide. The Arab fleet was scattered, and the siege lifted. Constantinople had survived, a beacon of resilience amidst the tides of war. Across the centuries, battles ebbed and flowed. The Byzantines reclaimed lost territories only to lose them again. The Arab caliphates rose and fell, dynasties shifting like the sands of the desert. The struggle extended to Sicily, Crete, and Cyprus, each island a prize, each battle a story of heroism and sacrifice. And yet, amidst the conflict, there were moments of fragile peace. Traders crossed borders, scholars shared knowledge, and cultures intertwined. The war was not just one of conquest but of ideas, philosophy, science, and art blossomed in the wake of battle. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad became a center of learning, where texts from Greece and Rome were translated and preserved. As the 12th century dawned, the tides of war shifted once more. The Seljuk Turks rose, threatening both Arab lands and Byzantine territories. The Battle of Manzikert in 1071 would mark another turning point. Byzantine forces, confident and numerous, faced a smaller Seljuk army. Yet, betrayal and miscalculation led to a devastating defeat. Emperor Romanos IV was captured, and the Byzantine hold over Anatolia began to crumble. The Byzantines, weakened but unbroken, turned westward, seeking aid from distant powers. Their plea would spark the Crusades, another chapter of bloodshed and faith-driven conquest. The Arab world, too, faced new threats and internal divisions. The Byzantine-Arab wars were not merely wars of empires. They were battles of identity, faith, and survival. Generations lived and died, their stories etched into the landscapes of the Mediterranean and the deserts beyond. And though the wars waned, their legacy endured, shaping the world that followed, where the echoes of that distant struggle still resonate in the stones of ancient cities and the pages of history. Thank you for joining us on Mythic Hidden Chronicles. If you enjoyed this immersive tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the hidden pages of history. Let us know in the comments which part of this epic saga resonated with you the most. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past.